It's time now for the award-winning #1 local talk show in Northeast Pennsylvania, The Sam Lesante Show. Now here's your host, Sam Lesante.
Hi everyone, today's show, The Sam Lesante Show, on location, Helping Hands in Hazleton. We're going to go inside, learn about what they're doing. For 100 years they've been doing it. Let's go inside. Okay, now folks, we're inside Helping Hands, and as I said to you, it's been 100 years that they've been here servicing. Now, here's the concern I have is, when you have telethons and you want to raise money, the question is, where does the money go? All right, we're going to find out where the money goes and why there's such a need for you to help Helping Hands. Now, before we get into that part, let me introduce you to the executive director, Mary Beth. Has only been here for 3 days or something like that?
Or 30 years.
30 years, something like that. First of all, congratulations on, as usual, doing just a wonderful job. And sometimes people say that, but when you see and the children that you've been able to help, it touches your heart, okay? And we've been a giving city, a giving community. My question is this: what do you do here?
Okay, Sam. Well, we deal with children with developmental delays, learning disabilities, but also we have typical children here too that don't have any issues. So there is no child that we can't service. I mean, we have therapies for children, for example, speech therapy, occupational therapy, behavior management. So we pretty much do it all from birth to school age. And then for school age children, we have an academic helper program, which you're going to see in a minute. And that's for children that are having difficulty in school, and the program is designed around visual perceptual activities. So we're trying to get the picture that the child gets, in the brain a little more clearer. Sometimes they have issues with visual memory or figure ground, things like that. So that's what we do in the helper program. So we pretty much cover everything. And
so when you're looking, how does a parent or guardian know when they should be calling the number that's on the screen for Helping Hands? I mean, what are some of the telltale signs? Because sometimes, you don't know the kid, he'll grow out of it. He doesn't need this or she doesn't need that.
Okay, I don't like to ever feel that someone's going to grow out of it.
Yeah.
Hopefully they will.
Yeah.
But if a parent has any concerns, or they're just not sure, where should my child be at 1, 2 years old, or 3? What should they be doing? Maybe they don't have any experience with children from before. So any concerns, any questions, they should call. And we will, if we can't do something here for them, we'll direct them, to the right people.
So when you're looking at, you said now let's go over the different things that you cover, all right? And if I'm noticing something is a little different with my child, if I call you and say, look, I'm experiencing this. Now, do you have a meeting with them, the parents come up,
yes,
or the guardians come up?
Michelle Brislin, she's our program director. She will get the phone call. She'll talk to the parents. She will bring them in for an evaluation or a screening first, and then based on the results of that, then we will, see what we're going to do.
So now, friends, as I'm talking to Mary Beth, you're seeing some of the activities of the children that are here. Now, there's many things that happen throughout the year, but I want to stay on the fact that sometimes as to knowing when and how important it is to get it as soon as you can, other than let it linger, because again, you have parents who are reluctant or guardians who are reluctant, and it's only human nature, Mary Beth, okay? Yeah.
And that's why it's called early intervention.
Yeah.
You want to intervene early. You want to, if there's a minor little issue, that could end up being a big issue. if it's not addressed. So you want to, anything you feel is off, or maybe you're not understanding your child, the speech, or it could be anything, behaviors. So you want to address that because early intervention is the key. You take care of a small cut. You don't wait till it gets big.
Now, how about medical doctors? Or do they sometimes will recommend, saying, maybe you should take your child to Helping Hands. They could help you with this. Do you get many referrals that way?
We get referrals from pediatricians, from teachers, from other parents, from former students, that now have gone on and they have children and they have concerns. I mean, there's a host of different people that we, will get referrals from. Sometimes you're out and about and somebody, I'll be at a fundraiser and someone's talking to me about their child and, call.
Qualifications of people are here. Okay, knowing that let's talk about the fact that when you're not just, I know we'll be talking to the volunteer and the coordinator, but in terms of knowing that, hey, look, are they qualified? So,
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, and they have to be because that's the rules of the state. But that is something we have always had. Our teachers have at least a 4-year degree. The paraprofessionals have their degrees and continuing ed credits all the time.
So you have qualified teachers.
Absolutely, absolutely. And not just qualified educationally, but personally, emotionally. They, the staff, I can't say enough about the staff because they have it here and here.
And you have to.
You do.
If you don't
have
have
to.
if you don't have that passion, then you don't
Exactly.
You need
and
the
for
passion.
as rewarding as the job usually is, it's very stressful and hard too.
Going back in history a little bit, okay, many years ago, God rest his soul, John Seaman, who was, the executive director, I worked with him a lot, okay, and when I would come up here, everyone always seems to be happy. I mean, even though you have concerns, but he would tell me some of the stories, and I know I've had relatives that have used the place here and that can't say enough about the place, and that's why you have so many great volunteers. But some of the stories, they'd have like a Helping Hands, a Child of the Year,
Well,
you still have that?
they used to be called the poster child.
Yeah, the poster child.
Well, I don't know. I just didn't care for that. So we call them the ambassadors now.
Great.
And they just show what we do. And, the parents will talk about how their child has improved.
What have you seen, okay, so our viewers have an understanding, what really is accomplished here, my friends, okay? When someone comes in, you've seen them coming in from beginning, okay? Some of the stories maybe that you could highlight for, let's say a student came in or a young person came in with a speech, or give me a story of some of the successes you had. I know there's so many, but
there are so many success stories in each program. I mean, we have children that, and this has happened quite a few times, have come from other places, and they said they kind of got expelled from preschool or something, behavior issues and everything. And I mean, nothing against those other places, but that's what we deal with here. And one little boy in particular, I mean, it was amazing how he came in here and how he left. And our graduation, which we always have in June, you will see the parents sitting there crying, so proud of their children because they are doing things they didn't think was possible. And it's all about dedication and love and respect. And we just want to help all the children because it splashes over into everyone's lives, to our children, our grandchildren. So it's a place of love and wonderment, and it just is.
And you could see it and you could sense it. That's why, first of all, they have a great board of directors here.
We do.
They have a
We do.
tremendous. I mean, everyone on that board is wholesome, and they do a great job. Now, each year, not each year, I think of this year, they have a telethon, and what you have a telethon for is to raise money. Now, you're going to see on the screen, my friends, where you can send a donation. They also take credit cards. There'll be a phone number you can call. When you look at what you could do to help these helping hands, it would really be a tremendous help. Tell me where does this money go when someone's donating 20 bucks, 25 or whatever? Where does it go?
Well, first of all, every little bit helps.
Yes.
I don't care if it's $1. You get enough dollars, you save them. It's some people can't afford to give a lot and they feel embarrassed only sending $5 or something. Absolutely not. And the money goes to mainly to serving the children. I mean, and I'm sure everybody knows the cost of running a home, so let alone this huge building, the playground, there's always something going. Right now we need a copier. Well, they're like $5,000. So it's just the everyday things, but most of all to the children. You want to keep current with the materials and the new technology and things like that, but also we like to do things, the old-fashioned way a little bit with just good hands-on, like puzzles, things like that. I mean, everything. And fortunately, we are still here, even though we're always struggling financially because of our board of directors, the CHIPS members. I can't say enough about
Great
the CHIPS organization, our parents, always.
I think if someone would see the progress, and if someone knows how that donation affects the children's lives, you'd have no problem. I mean, sometimes you're at a bar and friends come in and you say, give them a round of drinks, okay? And that round may cost 20 bucks or whatever. And you just do that because of friendship. And I think if someone would come here and say, geez, I could give you $20 or $10 or $15, and you're absolutely right. I mean, when I did the telethons, I used to small this big. If someone wants to donate a copier for $5,000, you'd love that, okay? But in the same token, it's just that, $5, like you said, or $10 or $20, it all adds up. You want to buy puzzles, you want to buy utilities, some things, pay for the utilities. Hey, we know what those costs are.
Yeah, and I do want to stress, we just had a telethon weeks ago, and it shows that we made $140,000. Well, we did, that's true, but that is throughout the year. Yeah. That is money that has come in throughout the year, and we honor those people that have done it, like the Merricks, the Cresses, all those fundraisers, and so that money has been used, throughout the year. You
didn't raise 140 at the telethon.
No,
you raised about 20. Yeah.
No,
so
no.
The 20,000 was definitely needed. But the point is, sometimes people look at, they got 140, but that was operational cost you already had. Okay.
Yes, that is now. These events hopefully are going to be happening again, which you'll hear about later. Upcoming fundraisers.
We're going to talk about some of that and
get money that way.
I want to talk to your volunteer and your coordinator here, okay? Folks, I'm here at Helping Hands. On the screen is an address. Maybe write a check for $5 or call them and say, they have credit cards that they'll take. Believe me, whatever you give, they're going to be appreciative of. We're going to take a short break. We'll come back. We'll talk to some people. Welcome back to the Sam Lesante Show, folks. I'm on location here at Helping Hands. 100 years they've been around, my friends, starting off Crippled Children, Easter Seals, and then Helping Hands. First of all, thank you for making the Sam Lesante Show the #1 talk show in northeastern Pennsylvania. Appreciate it. Now, you know, we're seen on Channel 190 in the Pottsville area, Channel 92 in the Wilkes-Barre area, and also, of course, Greater Hazleton, Channel 13 and 513. Our YouTube channel as well. Now, on the screen, as we're talking to different people, you're going to see an address and you're going to see a phone number. I'm asking you to make a donation to this. It's a wonderful place. Okay, now, joining me now is Suzanne Wolk. She is the coordinator for the Helper program, and that's where we're at right now. So, thanks for coming on.
Sure.
And congratulations to you and all the volunteers here.
Thank you.
Everyone's always so happy, even though you have your daily problems in life, and you come in and you try to do the help. So how long have you been working here now?
Approximately 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah.
Why?
I was at an event and I ran into Mary Beth, who I've known a long, long time, and she said, "Will you please come to Helping Hands and work for us?" And because I'm a teacher, and at the time I wasn't working in the district at all. So I said, sure, why not? And I came here and I learned all about it. She explained everything to me, and I love it. I just love it.
What did she explain to you?
The Helper program is basically like extracurricular academic help.
Yeah.
So especially focused on reading. So if some of the children have reading issues, we use visual perception skills to help make the eye-brain connection. So it helps them with a lot of things. We test them, basically just an assessment that I do to see where they could use a little bit of help to help them with their reading. And it's common everyday things that actually help them. Jigsaw puzzles, word finds, all kinds of things like that that make the eye and the brain coordinate. So
it's interesting because I asked Mary Beth, when do you think you should bring your child to Helping Hands or consider coming to Helping Hands? When do you think about it?
Well, this program runs from ages 5 to 13, and then a lot of them will age and stay and volunteer and help with the younger children. Many of them come directly from the preschool program, and they start here at like age 5, 6, but really we're open to anyone that feels they could use this.
Are you a mother?
Yes.
Okay, so you know what it is when you're dealing with a child.
Yes.
And you've seen many parents come in here or guardians, and just hope for the best for their child.
Right. Yeah. I try and hit all of the major assessments. We do some social skills, try to open them up, get them to talk a little more. I do a little bit of a gross motor with them at the end after they've been sitting for 2 hours. We do some stretching, and so I try and hit it all, but I see a lot of progress with all of them.
Is that what motivates you, Susan?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love it. I love to just see them progress and do well and come back and help.
Yeah.
A lot of them do come back. A lot of our volunteers went through the program.
Yeah, and of course, you have some board members who've been involved.
We do.
And I'm really asking people to make a donation, and because as you come here and you need different things, I mean, it's important, isn't it?
It is very important. I would hate to see anything happen here. I think the money to keep it going, just keep it running. Please donate, because I love my program, and like I said, I see a lot of progress. So.
And you know what I saw when I came in here? I see you sitting there with the kid, and I see Leo and Mackenzie, and I see and big smiles.
Right.
I'm hoping, my friends, just to give you a little touch of what's happening. But you're coming here and you see the daily operations. Most importantly, when you see what happens when a student or child comes in the beginning, and then as they progress and when they graduate, that's when you see tears are coming in, tears of happiness. One quick break, we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Sam Lesante Show, folks. We're at Helping Hands on location. Please, we play this 24/7 on all the channels. Joining me now is volunteer Laureen Gendimenico. See, it's rhythmic. Gendimenico. Yes. All right, so how long have you been volunteering?
I only started a few weeks ago,
okay.
But I could tell you...
You're a newie.
Yes, I am. Yeah. But I was a substitute teacher, I am, for 5 years. And for the summer, I always look for work. And through a friend of mine who sang at the telethon, Shannon Morciata, she told me Mary Beth was looking for help. And I thought, wow, I want to do something for the summer. And I really enjoy working with children. And I just thought this is a fantastic program, which through the years, even back in the day, because I was with the JCs, we used to help out with the telephone banks. And so I just think it's fantastic that this program is around as long as it has been. I have family that have got help from here, and these kids are thriving great. And just watching the telethon, your heart just watching these kids, and even coming here. I'm only here 2 weeks, but I enjoy it so much. I leave smiling because now when I go see my family, they're like, "We can tell you're really enjoying something."
That's what I just said. You know, I came in here, everyone's smiling.
Yes.
Even Mary Beth's smiling.
Yes, it
okay,
is.
and
It's a
she's
great
swamped with
program.
all the work and trying to pay the bills and. So we looked at you did a telethon. You mentioned about the telethon, and the reason why you have a telethon is to get donations. And I have the number on the screen and the address, and I'm hoping that send $5 or $10. Why is that so important, Laureen?
It's extremely important to keep these programs going. And these programs, like I said, these children, they thrive, and you could just tell the educational opportunities that these children just get, and especially in the summer too, to have a place for the children to come and keep learning. Because I especially think it's important that children, like I said as a substitute teacher, that these children keep learning through the summer. And it's so important to get the funding, because without it, these programs won't continue. And I just think it's really important.
Well, you have two little hotshots there.
Oh, yes, yes.
Mackenzie
Yes,
and,
Leo.
and Pope Leo. I call him Pope Leo. Keep up the good work, okay?
Well, thank you, thank you.
And what would you tell a person out there? Why would you tell them to make a donation of $5 or $10? What would you tell them?
Listen, even $1, any type of funding helps, okay? And $1 builds to $2. I already had kids that got together their pennies and wanted to donate, because they know that even some of them that are maybe that came from the programs, and they might still be in high school or whatever, they know what this program has done for them, because it kept them going, with their activities and things, and helping them with memory and studying. And so, any amounts of that's why I chose to also donate my time. And time is just as expensive
Yes,
as
it
the
is.
finance, because I believe so much in this program.
We all appreciate that. Believe me, we do. Okay, my friends. Now, we're talking to Laureen. This is Laureen Gendimenico. What do they call you, Mrs. G?
Miss G, yeah.
Now, why can't you say that beautiful name, Gendimenico? Okay, it's rhythmic. It's
Yeah, for the children, I make it easy.
Okay.
Miss G or Miss Laureen.
All right, now we're gonna let's talk to Mary Beth. Mary Beth, you have a number of programs. Let's talk about the programs you have here.
Okay, we have an infant program, early preschool
The
program,
preschool program. What do they do there?
and the preschool programs. Well, it's all like perceptual activities, developmental activities. We work on behaviors. Self-esteem is huge. The children get so frustrated, and you just have to find the right way. You have to be a chameleon sometimes, and just,
Do it. Yeah.
This may work for this child, it doesn't work for that child. Most of all, you have to have patience.
Oh my God. Yes.
And John Seaman used to always say, if they're acting out, they're not doing something wrong, we are. He used to always say that.
Thank you for inviting me up here today. It's always a pleasure. I love it very much.
You were my trainer. He broke me into TV a long time ago.
Well, I hope that was a good experience.
It was a
Okay.
very good experience.
Just do us a favor. Just write a check for $5 or give them a call or 10. Believe me, it's so gratifying. You'll really feel good about it. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.